So happy New Year. I am Angel with Motherload Mama, and this is my first vlog of 2023. So, what am I doing here? I'm in my pajamas. My hair is a mess. I don't have any makeup on. You can see the bags on my eyes. My dead plant is in the background. My messy coffee bar with all my kids' cups is in the background. Girl, what is this janky video? And I will tell you, it's my way of starting my New Year resolution outright. And I know that sounds probably silly to some of you, especially people who are used to sleeker content, but let me explain. So I am a mother of two. My second was born in March of 2023. My first is 2 years old, so I have two under two. And I work full-time from home, and I'm also trying to finish my PhD from home. If you've read any of my blog, you might be familiar with that, but if not, there you go. And it's a lot. It was a lot with one kid, and now I have two kids, and it's a lot. And after my firstborn was born, I suffered from postpartum depression, and that happened when things weren't going well with my last job, and when I just had a lot on my plate, and I felt overwhelmed, and I wasn't taking care of myself the way I should have been, and I fell into postpartum depression. And at that time, I was a new mom, a first-time mom, and I didn't have any resources, and I didn't know what to do. So I did end up finding a therapist, and I got through that bout. Now that my second has been born, I've been doing pretty well. I knew that I was susceptible to postpartum depression, and so I lined up the resources that I needed. I did pelvic floor therapy. I had my therapist. I made sure I was meeting with him regularly and just asking for help from family and friends more than I was allowed to with the first one. And I say allowed to because my first son was born in 2020. So we weren't able to ask anyone for help because of the pandemic. We were, afraid of COVID, and we wanted our son to be protected. So I had to do a lot of this mom thing by myself while my husband was at work. So that helped this time around with my second, getting those resources, having friends drop off meals, having my parents watch my older son a day or so a week while I worked and took care of the little one. It's helped. But more recently, in this past crazy holiday season, it came back a little bit, and it's because there was a lot on my plate and I wasn't taking care of myself. And even though I've been better about it this time around, I'm still not taking care of myself the way that I should. So I used to exercise a lot before I became a mom. I don't exercise at all anymore. I miss meals because I'm working or taking care of the kids, and then I end up binge eating later. I eat things that are easy to eat, like my kids' food or frozen food. I don't necessarily eat healthy. I don't shower as often as I should. I mean, the list could go on. So I want to change that. I'm not usually a person for New Year's resolutions, but this year is different, and I thought I would try it, and it could help turn my life around. So my New Year's resolution is to take better care of myself. And I think the first step to doing that is to making all of those tasks related to taking care of myself more accessible. So this blog is something I do for myself. It's just a fun hobby that I do that doesn't have to do with work, it doesn't have to do with kids. It's just for me. And I think it's okay if I don't create the highest quality content. If I'm getting myself out there and joining a community of moms or reviewers who just can relate to being overwhelmed and busy and finding it difficult to take care of yourself, like, I think that's lovely. So I want to start doing that again. And the other things I want to start doing is exercising. And instead of, doing some complex set or, I don't know, running 5 miles, I'm just going to keep my pajamas on in the morning, put on my sneakers, and go downstairs and walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes every day. Just, that's all I have to do. I don't have to do any push-ups. I don't have to do any sit-ups, and just make that a habit first. And once I make that habit, then we can think of bigger and better things. But I think the key to I don't know, getting out of this mom funk or whatever you want to call it is just baby steps, doing small things to take care of yourself. It's better than not doing it at all. So yeah, that's my goal. And I think for my vlog, I'm going to try to get on here. It'd be nice to do it daily, but I don't want to promise that because you never know. But get on here every once in a while my coffee brews, in case you're wondering what this thing here is, and just talk to you guys about what's going on. I think that's a good start to getting my blog and my content up and running again. So yeah, Happy New Year. From one messy mom to another. Hang in there. You're doing great. Kids are alive. They're happy. That's all that matters. Just remember that you're doing your best. Okay, bye.